Well, today we're doing an interactive teaching segment, and it's one where you actually get to eat what you make. And joining me via Skype is one brave viewer, Linda Jordan. Hi, Linda.
Hi, Gordon. How are you?
Well, we're going to be cooking together in real time just to show you how easy it is to make what we're going to do. And Linda, are you ready to cook?
I'm ready.
Okay, we're going to be cooking with cast iron. This is a cast iron pan that I've had since probably 1984, so it's older than all my kids, and it's well seasoned, and I really like cooking with cast iron for these kinds of things. So, Linda, you got a cast iron pan?
Yes, I do.
And
it's well seasoned.
what we're making is a holiday dessert, and it's a pear tart. It's a classic French recipe. You've heard of apple tartines. This is a variation on it with pears. So, Linda, you ready to roll?
Ready.
Get your pan heated, and then put in half a stick of butter.
Okay.
And you're going to hear a little sizzle on that, and we're going to stir it around. What we want is to have all this butter go all the way around the pan. And it's going to be foaming. You don't want it to foam too much and get brown. What you're looking for is just light golden and all that butter melted. While that's melting, I want to talk about the next ingredient we're going to put in, which is vanilla sugar. And vanilla sugar I make at home. You can make it at home. We've got the recipe on how to do it. And that's all melted. And then evenly distribute half cup of the vanilla sugar all around. And you don't want to stir this too much. So when it first comes in, you want to kind of shake it and make sure it's all even. And now you just watch it get all nice and golden. And what we're trying to do here is make a caramel color. Linda, how you doing?
It's doing good. It's foaming up in there. It's looking good. It's starting to turn caramel.
All right, you're looking good then. All right, now, next is the pears. We're using Bartlett's. I've got them sitting in some lemon water to keep them all nice and pear-looking. You need to drain the water off while you're waiting for your sugar to start turning a little amber color on you. And you want to get these all dry. You don't want any extra moisture in here because your sugar will be a little liquidy.
Do you want to put the pears in yet?
If your pears are dry and your sugar is looking blonde.
It's looking like it's done.
All right, well then put the pears in. This is actually going to be an upside down dessert when you're done. And nestle them in close because they'll shrink a little bit. And if you got a center like that, then you can fill that center up with another piece of pear. And now you just let it set. And now what you're looking for is a dark amber, and when you do it that way, it really comes up beautiful at the end. But what you don't want is for this sugar to ever burn. And I think I'm about done. I'm going to let the residual heat do the rest of it for me. That is smelling good. I wish you could be here with me. How's it going, Linda? Have you got an amber color yet on it?
Looks good.
Okay.
I think I'm going to have everybody over to eat tonight.
All right. The next step is to take puff pastry. You take out an area and you sprinkle out some flour so it doesn't stick to the bottom. And what you're trying to do is roll out these little seams, starting in the middle and going to the end. You got a nice roller there, Linda.
Thank you. It makes it easy.
And all you're trying to do is create an area without any seams that will roughly be the size of that pan. And so you're trying to cover the top of it. And you can wait for the pears to cool before you do this, but just lay it out over. Then you get a knife. And the great thing about cast iron is you don't have to worry about making any holes in it or scratches. It stands up to anything. And just cut around the edge so you have a little overhang. And this will ultimately be the bottom, but right now it's going to be on the top. And then using the back, because it's still hot down there and I don't want to burn my fingers, You push the dough down into the gap. All right? How you doing?
I'm doing good. It's looking good. Smells good.
All right, now the recipe calls for you to preheat the oven at 400 degrees. And at this point, you're ready to hit the oven, and that'll further cook these pears down, make them even softer. But what you're trying to do now is cook this pastry top, which ultimately is going to be the bottom of the dessert. And you want to cook it until it hits a nice golden color. So we've got an oven that's preheated to 400 degrees. Depending on your oven and how fast it cooks, it could take anywhere from 20 minutes to 30 minutes to make that beautiful. And you just wait for it to come out and be all golden. And that's the color you want the pastry to end up. And for this dessert, it's going to be there in about 30 minutes. So that's what it looks like when it comes out of the oven. Now, what you do is you just let it sit, and you want it to cool down. And if you can see that there's melted sugar right around the edges. So wait until it cools down, because the next part is we have to flip this and turn it completely upside down. Now, if it's still warm and you're in a hurry, use some mitts and try to do it over a surface that you can easily clean, because it will get messy. But one hand firmly here, one on the bottom, and you do that. And then, once you've done that, you tap it to make sure all of the pears have released. And voila, you have a pear tart. Now, this one was cooked with the half of vanilla bean still in it. These aren't edible. You can still use them to make vanilla sugar. And you take that part out, and what you have is all this beautiful sugar and this beautiful look where all the pears are symmetrical, and the bottom side has been caramelized on all of them. And you just let this sit. And the great thing is you can make it a day before, you can make it 2 days before. I doubt it will last 2 days in anybody's house, because this stuff is really good. We're going to taste it. I'm going to get Jimmy over here to give us a taste test. So he's not ready for that. So one of the great things about being a floor director with me is you get to eat.
I'm tired already.
All right. I'm going to give you a
okay?
big one. What?
Can you see mine?
Let me take a look, Linda. Oh, that's beautiful.
It looks yummy.
You got a little spillage there, but that's okay.
Sorry about that.
Now take the vanilla bean off.
Okay.
You got some ice cream?
Yep, I got some Cool Whip.
Cool Whip would be great. Cool Whip works. Whipped cream works. Ice cream works. And you cut it where the pears are. And so it just naturally forms up into a wonderful pie. And we're going to fix you up, Jim. We're going to give you some more ice cream here. And you need a fork.
Smell this. I've been going bananas for a few minutes here.
Ooh, this looks delicious.
Wow, let's see what we got. Oh.
All right, we're going to mic you up here.
Oh, wow.
All right.
Okay.
Proof's in the pudding, so to
Proof is
speak.
in the pudding. Okay.
Gotta get a little ice cream with it.
Gotta have a little bit there. All right.
This looks
Honestly.
delicious.
Absolutely delicious.
All right, we're going to leave Jimmy in heaven for a little bit,
In heaven.
and we're going to go talk to Linda. Linda, how you doing over there?
I'm doing good.
Are you ready to taste it? You got your Cool Whip. You've got it. Go for it.
That is delicious. Is this your special recipe?
This is actually an old recipe. This is my special version of it, but this is an old French recipe. Goes back a couple decades, actually, all the way back to, actually, maybe even 100 years. It's been around for a while, but it's my version of it. And do we have a new holiday tradition with you, Linda?
Absolutely. This is going to be one of them for sure. This is great.
All right,
This
you're
is
gonna have a partridge and a pear tart for
right.
for
But
Christmas.
I have something even better because I have my own partridge and a pear tree.
Oh, you
See?
do? All right. Well, Linda,
Anyway.
thank you for being with us. You're a great cook. Is this an easy recipe? Can anybody do this?
Anybody can do it. It's just so easy. It really is. It surprised me I could even do it. So it was good.
All right. Well, if you'd like to get the recipe for yourself so that you can cook a pear tart for Christmas this year, all you have to do is go to cbn.com/700clubi. And after you've made the recipe, take a photo, send it to us, and we'll be posting your creations on our website.